So today we'll be talking regarding the Brihat Aranyak Upanishad. Which Upanishad? Brihat Aranyak. As the name suggests, this Upanishad is the bigger one, biggest one. Brihat. Brihat means very big. Shudra means small. Aranyak Upanishad. Aranyak means it has written mainly for the Aranya. Aranyaka means those who are staying in forest and learning the himself, mean Sadhaya, Swadhaya, self-study about the who I am and from where I came, Koyam Asmi, all this kind of statement. Those who are doing research on themselves, like they will be searching who is Brahma, I am the Brahma, they will be searching about that. They are not Grihasthi, they are not any sannyasi, they are not or brahmachari. They are the Aranyaka. They are staying in forest. For them only this Upanishad has been mentioned. And this one is the largest Upanishad or biggest Upanishad. See here, it belongs to Shukla Yajurveda. Shukla Yajurveda. Ishavasya Upanishad, the first Upanishad among the 10, and the last one. Shukla Brihadaranyaka Upanishad belongs to Shamveda. Shukla Yajurveda. And Shukla Yajurveda we are giving more preference to which Deva or which God? Shiva. Krishna Yajurveda on
Vishnu.
And it's the Kanva Shakha. Okay, you need to remember this point. This is enough. Shukla Yajurveda, Shukla Yajurveda, that only. How many chapters are there? 6 chapters. It belongs to, it's having 6 chapters. And largest Upanishad is top. As we know, it's the very biggest Upanishad, but in our net topic only. Remember, in net topic, very small part they have mentioned. So you will be looking based on their net exam. So Mukhya Vishay, main topic is 2 in net exam. One is called Atma and Jnana Yogasya Avadharana. The concept of Atma. Atma means Paramatma, Brahman itself, and Jnana Yoga. Yoga through knowledge. That concept excellence here. And second point, if you come, Atma and Paramatma explanations. Atma and Paramatma. Atma means Jivatma and Paramatma means the supreme soul. Individual soul and supreme soul. That explanation has given. So we will be looking these 2 things in our syllabus. Okay, even though this is a very big Upanishad, but in your syllabus it's very small. So we will be looking into that. Now see here, the Vakta. Vakta means speaker. This Upanishad is Yagyavalkya. Yagyavalkya. And Srota is Maitri. Maitri. Can anyone tell Yagyavalkya, any books written by Yagyavalkya, can anyone tell?
Yajnavalkya Smriti.
Very good answer. It's a very good book in Dharma Shastra. If you open Dharma Shastra, he is a very prominent writer. Manusmriti and Manu, Yagyavalkya, Parashara and all. He was the speaker and the listener was her wife only. Maitri. Maitri is the wife. Okay. And she also having the more wife also. We'll be talking later. But our concept is only here. She was having 2 wives. One is called Gargi. Another one is called Maitri. So in our syllabus only talking regarding these 2. Yagyavalkya and Maitri. Not Shangbada with conversation with Gargi. So Yagyavalkya and Maitri. Here explain about the 3 Ishna. 3 type of Ishna. Ishna means desire. Ichha. 3 kinds of desire explain. Putreshna, Vitteshna, Lokeshna. Putreshna means desire to get baby. Some of them they won't get baby due to some problem, biological problem or any other problem. They will be doing some japa, puja and all, putra kama yaga and all these things are there. So that desire explains here putreshna. Plus explain here vitteshna. Vitta means money, like we used to say vitta mantri, financial officer, a financial minister. So vitta isna, vitta means money, property. Isna means desire, desire to get money, property. Lokeshna, lokeshu isna. Isna means desire, loka means in this whole samsara. You want some name, fame, reputation in this samsara. Some, if you pass, if you go, public should recognize you that he is going, she is going. So that kind of desire to get. 3 Ishna explains here. Can anyone tell any other Upanishad where this 3 Ishna explained? Any other Upanishad?
Vedanta Sarad, Ishnatraya.
Okay, very good answer. Any other Upanishad? Vedansara is not in your syllabus, net syllabus, so I am not bringing that concept. Yes. Any other Upanishad? Remember? No one. Kathopanishad you heard after second wound. They explain these 3 Ishna: Putreshna, Viteshna and Lokeshna. Okay. Now if you see the famous statement, famous line, each Upanishad they are having some famous line. Here famous line is Atma va are drashtabhya, shrotabhya, mantabhya, nididhyashitabhya. Atma. Atma means the Paramatma. Are drashtabhya. Drashtabhya means we need to look, we need to concentrate on that. Drashtabhya, it is a future tense, means one has to do that, one has to look, one has to concentrate on that, then only you can get drashtabhya. Shrotabhya, shrotabhya means one has to listen. Mantavya, one has to think about Atma. Nididhyashitabhya, one has to do discussions, do understand about Atma. So Atma easily you cannot get. Atma you need to see very sukshma rupena. Drashtava means stula rupa is not there. Even though Atma is tells about some other Upanishad, Adrishyam, Abranam, all these things are there. Still you need to focus. Sukshma asti sukshma, subtlest and subtlest. Shrotabhya, one has to listen, one has to focus on that. Mandabhya, one has to think about Atma. Nididhyashitabhya, one has to continuously focus on Paramatma. This is the famous statement taken from this Upanishad. We'll be talking later on. Now, in all Brahmana, Aranyak and Upanishad, it explains. This is the only single Upanishad. It explains in all field. All field means Veda is divided into 4 parts. One is called Samhita, second one is called Brahmana, third one is called Aranyak, and fourth one is called Upanishad. As we discussed all earlier 9 Upanishad, means Ishavasya to last class, Chandagya, all they are present where? In Upanishadic part. Upanishadic part, last part of Veda, Upanishad. Yes or no? But this Upanishad, it present in all these 3 level. Brahmana level, Aranyak level and Upanishad level. Okay, you will get Brihat Aranyak Brahmana, Brihat Aranyak or Brihat Aranyak Upanishad. 3 things you will get. Okay, this is the only single Upanishad you will get. That. Now here one more very very important statement explained in this Upanishad. Line is like Ashatoma. Anyone can read this line? Please read this line. I am underlining.
Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Amritangamaya.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yes. So this also we use as a Shanti mantra sometimes. Okay. while we are lighting the lamp, that time also used to do chant this kind of mantras and all. So this famous line Ashato Ma Sadgame means from Asat to Sat. Let us take from Asat to Sat, untruth to truth. Tamashama Jyotirgamaya. Take us from Tamas to Jyoti side, darkness to light. Mrityuma Mritangamaya. Take us from death to ultimate. Means immortality. So this is the whole meaning, explanation there. Question will ask sometimes, this statement taken from which Upanishad? Then your answer should be, is taken from Brihat Aranyak Upanishad. Ashotoma Sadgamaya Tamoshama Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritangamaya. This is the statement given here. Now as our next topic is Atma and Jnana Yoga Shabadharana, the concept of Atma and Jnana Yoga. As we discuss here, Maitri and Yagyavalkya Samvad. Let's start. Maitri means the wife of Yagyavalkya and husband was Yagyavalkya. They will be talking. Now, see, listen, one small story will come before starting this. Yagyavalkya was a very good rishi, saint, sages, very good sage. He was planning, he was a samsari, he was means grihasti, he was in family person. Then he planned one day that I will go to forest for sannyasa purpose. He planned. So that time he asked his wife, tell me what do you need? I am leaving to forest and tell me what do you want from my side. Then her wife told, wife means Patni told, like Maitri told, I don't want anything, I am having everything. My son is there, daughter is there, I am having big land, cow, everything is there, I don't have any problem. But I want to know one thing, that is, she asked, wife asked, tell me about Amritatva. Amrita means immortality. How a person gets immortality, Amara. That was the questions. Tell me about the Amritatva, immortality. How one can get that? How I can get? How my daughter, son, they will get? How human being will get that Amritatva? Then his husband Yagyavalkya told, Atma bare drashtabhya mantabhya srutabhya nididhyashtabhya. Atma has to see. Srutabhya has to listen. Mantabhya has to think, and nididhyashtabhya, and has to continuously focus on that. If you only listen, drashtabhya, if you see any movie regarding the Atma, Paramatma, any spiritual movie in your cassette, in your mobile or cinema hall, you won't get Atma. One. Srotabhya, if you only listen about the Atma, Atma, Bhajana, Kirtana, all these things, like Navada Bhaktis are there, if you do that, you won't get Atma. Mantabhya, if you think continuously about the Atma, Atma, thinking continuously, you won't get. Nididhyashitabhya, if you only focusing on Atma continuously, you won't get. But if you do all the things together, means Drashtabhya must be there, Srotabhya must be there, Mantebhya must be there, then Nididhyasana must be there. If all four things are there, then only you will get Atma. Here Atma means you only. Self-realization means if you understand yourself, who you are, that's called the moksha only. Like we already discussed, like already you are already having one chain in your neck, but due to what is called some work, you forgot that it is where it is there. After certain times you searching where my means necklace, where is my hair, you are searching where. Again after some time you got that. Yes, I got that. Yes, I can get that. It's here only. It means, was it there or not? It was there only. Due to your mistake, you was not finding out that. Same thing explained here. You are itself Brahman. Due to your avidya only, you are not understanding that you are Brahman. That purpose you need to have to look, drashtabhya, have to listen, have to think, and have to continuous focus on yourself itself, not outside. That's why yoga is not outside. Yoga is related to insight. Okay, it's not like pradarshana. It's all about sadarshana. You need to understand yourself. You need to look in you. Sadarshana, not pradarshana. Not to look out. That line has he told husband. Now here explain Atma and Paramatma Yoga. Atma and Paramatma Yoga. The explanation given as we discussed in Hatha Pradvika, same 4th chapter explanation here. Like Salila Sandhaivabat. Salila means water. Sandhaiva means salt. Like salt and water, how they mix, merge together. Later on, can you find out the salt? No. You only taste that salty water. Or if you add sakkar, sakkar means sugar in water, then what you taste? Sweet taste. You cannot find out again that sugar or that salt. That oneness, you cannot differentiate there. So that is called the yoga. Like Hatha Vedika explain here. Again explain here. Jivatma and Paramatma become one. So Jivatma Paramatma Melanam, joining. That is called yoga. This individual soul and supreme soul, they are going to merge. That is called yoga. Now this is the, if you open the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Vyasa explains some other concept. He told Yoga itself a yoga. Yoga means separation between the Purusha and Prakriti. If you join those things, that is called Avidya. Here explain the separation between these two, join between these two, that is called yoga. Okay, so two concepts we can get here. One is called Yuj Samadho, means Vyasabhasya, explain that concept. Yuj Samadho dhatu ghain pratyaya nishpanna shabda yoga, means samadhi. That is the Vyasabhasya. Here yoga means yujir yoge. Yujir, this dhatu use. Yujir. Yujir means joining. Joining means getting one, becoming one. Jivatman Paramatma. That is called yoga. Here. Same concept you will get in Hatha Pradvika. 4th chapter it explains there. If question asks in net exam, what is yoga according to this Upanishad? Jivatman Paramatma Melanam. This option must be there. Or Salile Sandhaivavat, water and salt. This option must be there. Then you should tick. Okay. Next explain here. Atmanaha neti neti varnanam. Atmanaha neti neti varnanam. Neti neti means na iti, this is not, like that. When a person know Atma is free from everything, free from, like Klesha Karma Yukta, you know in Yoga Sutra, first 1.23, Klesha Karma Vipakashahi. So there is no Klesha, no nothing is there, he is free from everything. See, there is a word used Ishvara, here word used Brahma, same thing. No difference between this. That also ultimate one, here also ultimate things. From everything, and then he says neti neti neti. If anyone tells you whether this is Brahma by showing one pen, a person is showing one pen like this one, whether this is Brahma, you will tell no, this is not Brahma. Whether one duster they are showing this is Brahma, no, this is not. At the end he is telling yes, this is Brahman. Who is telling? Yajnavalkya. Wife was asking questions, all this. Whether this is Brahma, this is no, this is not. At the end he told, this is the Brahma. Who told? Yajnavalkya told. Atma is something else. Atma is not this one, something different. And how many times he told neti, neti, not this. How many times? This question also asked. How many times he asked? 9 times. He told 9 times. He told not this is. 10 times came and he told yes, this is the Atma. This is the ultimate soul. So how many times he told not this is? 9 times. Told by whom? Told by Yajnavalkya. To whom? To his wife Maitri. And what is yoga? Jivatman Paramatma Melanam. It's called yoga only. Do you have any doubts regarding here? Up to here? Is there any doubt?
So that word after salile, salt water.
That is line explained in Hatha. Shalile Shandhaiya Babat. Shandhaiva. Sandhaiva means salt. Salt, and Salila means, actually the word meaning of Salila is called Samudra or big oceans. Salila. But here explained like water and salt, how they become one. Or the sugar and water become one. At the end, can you separate the sugar or the salt? No. Same thing. Jivatman Paramatma are becoming one. That statement you cannot do separate. Later after joining you cannot separate that. Like the water and salt. So that oneness is called as yoga. So here which dhatu use? Yujir. Yujir means joining. Yuj means separating. Okay. In Vyasavasya explain yuj samadho. It means separating. Here explain yujir yoge, making joining together. Yes. Next explain here. The aksharat jnana prapti. The akshara. The means from like ta, tha, da. I think you know. From that akshara, how jnana we can get jnanam, knowledge. Jnana prapti. So to get that knowledge, these three kinds of things like Devata, Manavaha, human being, and Ashuraha, Rakshasa. They went to whom? Prajapati. Prajapati name is Brahma. This is the Prajapati meaning. This is called Brahma, means Chaturmukha Brahma. They went to him. And this is called the ultimate Brahman. Sorry, I'm not handwriting. This is called Brahma. This is the ultimate person. Brahma. And this is called Brahma. Dirgha is there. Brahma. So they went to this person, Prajapati Brahma. Okay. And asked about the Dakara Upadesha. Okay. That's called the Akshara Upadesha. Question may ask, the Akshara Upadesha can be found out in which Upanishad? That is called Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. The Akshara Upanishad. Who given? Prajapati Brahma. To whom? To Devata, Manavaha, and Ashuraha. And the Aksharas are three. For Devata, that knowledge is called Damaha. That Upadesha is called Damaha. For Manushya, human being, the Akshara knowledge is called, Upadesha is called Danam. And for Asura means Rakshasa, that is called Daya. Okay. So if you share Devata, they should get moksha or get Brahma Prapti through Damaha. Damaha means controlling the motor organs. Vedanta Sara. Bahya Indriyanam Damaha. Or Bahya Indriyanam Nirodha Damaha. Control over the external organs. It means motor organs. That is called Damaha. The Devata should have the control over the motor organs. Then only they will get Brahma knowledge, Atma knowledge for Devata. For Manushya, how they will get that knowledge, Brahma knowledge or Atma Jnanam, self-realization? Through Danam, donation, charity, any kind of dana, money, knowledge dana, or any pashu, food, anything you can do. If you do that only, then only you will get moksha. For Manushya. For Asura means the Rakshasa and all. For them, which kind of danam, which kind of Upadesha they have given? Daya. Daya means kindness, merciness. They should not kill any other prani. They should not kill any other species. Asura, they will eat everything, cow, dog, everything they will eat. So they should do kindness towards those kind of animals and all. Then only they will get moksha. Here question may ask like arrange the following. On A side they will get table and B side table. You have to arrange that. Or they may ask like for Devata Parpash which Upadesha has given. Then the answer is Dhamma Upadesha. They should do Dhammas, then only they will get moksha. For Manusha they should do Dhanam, then only they will get Brahma Prapti. And Asura they should do Daya, Dhanam. Sorry, Daya means the kindness. Then only they will reach to ultimate Brahman. Okay, this is called Da Akshara. If you look at Da, here also Dhamma, Da, Dhanam, Da and Daya, Da. So that's why it is known as Da Akshara Upadesha. Next example here, Trishu Lokeshu Vijayaha. How you will get mastery over three loka. Okay. And what are the three loka? One is called Manushya Lokaha. Second one is called Pitri Lokaha. And third one is called Deva Lokaha. Manushya, Pitri, Deva. Manushya Loka you will get by Putra. If you give the birth of Putra, you will get mastery over Manushya Loka. Manushya Loka means this Loka where you are staying in Prithvi. If you give the birth, continuous birth means your son and your son, again this continuation if goes means you will get mastery over this Loka. If you don't have the present generations, this everything will become Vilupta. So that mastery will not be there. So to get the mastery over Manushya Loka, that generation must be there. That is called Putra Putradi. Give the birth of Putra. Here Putra means not only male, remember, any baby. Pitri Loka, how will you get mastery over Pitri Loka or control over Pitri Loka? By Karma. Karma means here Nishkama Karma. Okay. If you want to get the Pitri Loka, you go for the different types of action. If you want to get the Deva Loka, where Devas are present, Swarga and all, do the study of Vidya, knowledge, acquiring the knowledge about the Paramatma. Here, if you are doing continuously study or the collection of Brahma Vidya, Brahma knowledge, all these things, Veda, Vedadi knowledge, if you study, then only you go to Deva Loka. And if you do to karma, good karma, Niskama karma, it goes to, you will go to Prithvi Loka. And if you do Praja Utpatti, Putra Putradi, you will reach to Manushya Loka. So you will get Trishu Lokeshu Vijaya. You will get mastery over in all three Loka. Okay. Now few important questions we will be looking here in this Upanishad. See, in this Upanishad, conversation between Yajnavalkya and Maitri is in your syllabus. Yajnavalkya and Maitri. And Maitri was the first wife. See, first wife. That is only in our syllabus. And the second conversation between Yajnavalkya and Gargi. Yajnavalkya and Gargi. And Gargi was the second wife. First wife was Maitri. Second wife was Gargi. And our syllabus only deals with this. Atma Paramatma explanation is here. Yajnavalkya and Maitri. And here Yajnavalkya and Gargi talks regarding the universe evolutions and all these things. That is not our syllabus. So this second wife. And third conversation between Yajnavalkya and Raja Janakaha. Janaka means the father of Sita, Mithila, Janakaha. This concept will come. Yajnavalkya and Janaka Samvada. So three Samvada we can get in this Upanishad. But our topic only here, Yajnavalkya and Maitri. So here explain, Atma Jnanam can be attained through Jnana Yoga. We already told. Atma can be attained through Jnana Yoga. Means Sravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasnam, Atma Areva Drashtavya, Mantavya, Shrotavya, Nidhyashitabhya. All these things are the parts of Jnana Yoga. Vedantas are also explain the same thing. So through Jnana Yoga we can understand Atma, not Karma Yoga, not Bhakti Yoga or not any other yoga. Jnana Yoga only. And what are the sadhana for Jnana Yoga? three sadhana. Mainly these are the antaranga sadhana, internal practice. Shravanam, Maranam and Nidhyasana. These three are the called as internal practice for Jnana Yoga. Through Jnana Yoga you will reach to Brahma Sakshatkara. Okay. Here only we will complete this Upanishad. Very small Upanishad according to our syllabus. Even the Upanishad is very big, but our syllabus is very small.